From this video, you will get tips to prepare for AZ-801, configuring Windows Server Hybrid Advanced Services. AZ-801 Exam Description. Certification Path. Who should take exam Arizona 801? Skill measured. 5 topics. Preparation tips. 1. You are remediating the firewall security risks to meet the security requirements. What should you configure to reduce the risks? A group policy object, GPO. B. Adaptive network hardening in Microsoft Defender for Cloud. C. A network security group, NSG, in Sub 1. D. An Azure firewall policy. Answer: A. 2. You are planning the deployment of Microsoft Sentinel. Which type of Microsoft Sentinel data connector should you use to meet the security requirements? A. Threat Intelligence, TAXII. B. Azure Active Directory. C. Microsoft Defender for Cloud. D. Microsoft Defender for Identity. Answer: D. 3. You are planning the data share migration to support the on-premises migration plan. What should you use to perform the migration? A. Storage Migration Service. B. Microsoft File Server Migration Toolkit. C. File Server Resource Manager, FSRM. D. Windows Server Migration Tools. Answer: A. 4. You need to back up Server 4 to meet the technical requirements. What should you do first? A. Deploy Microsoft Azure Backup Server, MABS. B. Configure Windows Server Backup. C. Install the Microsoft Azure Recovery Services, MARS, agent. D. Configure Storage Replica. Answer: C. 5. You need to meet the technical requirements for Cluster 3. What should you include in the solution? A. Enable integration services on all the virtual machines. B. Add a Windows Server role. C. Configure a fault domain to the cluster. D. Add a failover cluster role. Answer: D. 6. You have an Azure subscription that has Microsoft Defender for Cloud enabled. You have 50 Azure virtual machines that run Windows Server. You need to ensure that any security exploits detected on the virtual machines are forwarded to Defender for Cloud. Which extension should you enable on the virtual machines? A. Vulnerability Assessment for Machines. B. Microsoft Dependency Agent. C. Log Analytics Agent for Azure VMs. D. Guest Configuration Agent. Answer: A. 7. You have an Azure virtual machine named VM1 that runs Windows Server. You need to encrypt the contents of the disks on VM1 by using Azure Disk Encryption. What is a prerequisite for implementing Azure Disk Encryption? A. Customer Lockbox for Microsoft Azure. B. An Azure Key Vault. C. A BitLocker recovery key. D. Data link layer encryption in Azure. Answer: B. 8. You have a server that runs Windows Server. The server is configured to encrypt all incoming traffic by using a connection security rule. You need to ensure that Server 1 can respond to the unencrypted tracert commands initiated from computers on the same network. What should you do from Windows Defender Firewall with advanced security? A. From the IPsec settings, configure IPsec defaults. B. Create a new custom outbound rule that allows ICMPv4 protocol connections for all profiles. C. Change the firewall state of the private profile to off. D. From the IPsec settings, configure IPsec exemptions. Answer: D. 9. Your company uses storage spaces direct. You need to view the available storage in a storage space direct storage pool. What should you use? A. System configuration. B. File Server Resource Manager, FSRM. C. The Get Storage File Server CMDLET. D. Failover Cluster Manager. Answer: D. 10. You have an on-premises network and an Azure Virtual Network. You establish a site-to-site VPN connection from the on-premises network to the Azure Virtual Network, but the connection frequently disconnects. You need to debug the IPsec tunnel from Azure. Which Azure VPN gateway diagnostic log should you review? A. Gateway diagnostic log. B. Root diagnostic log. CIKE diagnostic log. D. Tunnel diagnostic log. Answer: D. Subscribe and like past question.